Firstly, congratulations to Soilos. Our biggest problem today was obviously converting chances we created. I'm sure you saw even the goal that they scored. We just had a clear opportunity, one-on-one with Diosa, Igodora, one-on-one with the keeper to score. So I think that's the major contribution to our loss today. And also giving that soft goal in my liking, because Sassman, when we connected on that ball, there was nobody picking him up. But other than that, I think I still need to give the boys credit to fight till this far.
Coach, for me, how disappointing is this? I'm sure it's after the amount of work that you guys put through last season to finish the second, pushing HSB all the way, coming here and starting well in the playoffs, and in the last match where actually the hope would have been enough. You end up losing and you have to go back to NFT.
Yeah, look, extremely disappointing, but we knew that it's playoffs, it can go either way. And we thought we got it, especially in terms of how we started. But I still believe the two draws that we had at home, they were major blow. Could have at least gotten one sort of win out of those two. And but it's extremely a major sort of a disappointment from our side.
Coach, I mean, look, you finished second on the Clear Africa Championship last season, right? And looking at the way playoffs are designed, what's your take on having these playoffs now that the team that has had 30 games to gather points and avoid relegation ends up coming down to the level of the Africa Championship and taking, the space of a new team with fresh ideas and fresh everything? What's your take on the playoffs? If it was a normal league, a normal day, you would have been automatically yourself and the Heartbreak boys would have been promoted automatically. What's your take on that?
Yeah, look, it's rules. Every club is aware that there's a rule like that, and I don't think it's a right platform for me, obviously, to comment on the rules that are really put there by the authorities in charge.
And what was your plan coming to this game? Were you obviously planning for the draw, or you really wanted to get a win at all cost?
Look, looking at the chances we got, our intention was to win a match, because we knew that had we planned around getting a draw, it was going to be tough for us to defend the whole 90 minutes. It's always difficult to defend 90 minutes. So our first objective was to get maximum points, and then if the game continues with a thing, then we can maybe strategize on killing the last 10 or 15 minutes in terms of our defensive organization.
Coach, there's a couple.
You have young players in the team, Motaung and Alan. How do you motivate them now after this failure going back to next season?
Yeah, look, they obviously, I'm sure they are heartbroken at this stage. As young players, they need us as technical staff, in particular myself, to obviously be a shoulder to cry on. And our responsibility is to motivate them. But one, especially a player like Kigen, I thought he did very well this season, and being also his first season at professional level. And I have a responsibility to motivate them and see what's going to happen going forward.
Coach Keegan notably has a clause in his contract that allows him to leave the club now after not winning promotion. And there's a lot of other players' contracts expiring. Does Tuks have the financial capabilities to retain a core of the squad to launch another assault for promotion next season?
Look, it's a reality of the game. Come end of the season, any team loses players, obviously looking for greener pastures or whatever the reason may be. And we as a team also, it's expected that some players obviously will move due to different reasons. And in terms of finances, I think we one team that has always tried to take care of players, and that's why you'll never hear anything about the club or the team not paying players. So from that point, I don't think it will be because of maybe the club not being able to pay players. We've paid them even us as technical staff, we never had those problems. So it could be other reasons, maybe looking at playing in the better league, which is DSTV Premier League. And for me, I think it's possible that we lose some players, but as technical staff, we have a responsibility to really reorganize the team and find other players that will be willing to come and try to stabilize the team again and move forward.
Coach, let's look at how you play. Do you think, obviously, in the first half, you could see maybe it looked like Swallows needed it more than you because of the position that they came in coming to the game. But do you think that how you play also kind of makes it a bit easier for the opposition? Because once you reach the final third, it's not easy to see a Tuks team where there's elimination of players, too much aerial ball, which becomes a bit predictable.
Look, for me, I would have a different view, simply because we create more chances. If you go at the games that we played throughout the season, we are a team that create more chances in a match. There's only one match where I would say we never created enough, which was Cosmos second round. But the rest we created. And also for the fact that in the Third Africa Champions League, we scored more goals than any team. And for me, and you look at that, in my view, the chances that we created should be double the goals that we scored in the league. So it's never sort of a predictable sort of a situation. You look at Man City, you know how Man City will play. You look at Barcelona, you know how Barcelona will play. It's a matter of can you stop them. And in my view, I think we made it difficult for a lot of opponents this season. That's why we scored more goals in the league.
Thank you very much. Coach, what now after what happened today? Obviously, I would imagine you had a 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever plan before you actually qualified for the playoffs. Now, after today, do you go again immediately next year, or is there a project that will start after today?
Yeah, look, we team that embark on plans, way in advance. So we have a plan. We had obviously 2 plans before even the playoffs could start. We had the players that, as an example, we had already identified players if we get to DSTV Premier League. We had players if we obviously stay in the NFD, those that we've identified. So plans are there. So either way, it's just to activate those sort of plans going forward.
So what are the plans now that promotion is failed?
Now, look, it's to obviously go back and then relax for me and a couple of players. Obviously, then on the date that we set, we start with the business. But of course, it will depend on management to decide as to how we are going forward.
And how has your partnership with Sundowns aided you, especially this season, as you are pushing for promotion?
Now, look, it really helped us, and one has to obviously thank Coach Mangoba in this case and his technical staff, because every player that we ask him to assist us with, we were able to get the players, and it wasn't even difficult really. We sat with him down, and he was willing to assist us, and he assisted us. You look at a player like Msani, you look at a player like Sibanyoni, Pewa. Those are players that we got from Sundowns, and really they've added a lot of value. Pewa is our leading goal scorer. Sibanyoni arrived February, added a lot of value in the team. So for me, I think the partnership has been exceptional in terms of really, particularly on the technical staff point of view. I must again thank Sundowns and thank in particular Coach Mangoba.
So they're going to help you again this season?
No, if the partnership is there, for sure they're going to help us. I will engage him, of course, and I believe he'll be able to help us.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, guys.